This will go down in history that it has been the first game that Erik ten Hag has won for United as a permanent manager of United in a competitive competition. Remember, we lost to Brighton 2-1 at Old Trafford, and we are thumped last Saturday by Brentford. How many goals? 4-0. How many? 4-0. We are thumped 4-0 by Brentford, and United didn't really show up. But today we've shown up, and obviously the manager is happy. But obviously, when you ask Ten Hag that, are you happy with how we played? He'll say, I was happy with the result. First half, I was happy with us playing the high line, but the possession was really not to the levels because we had 30 and Liverpool had 70. We need to be working more onto that in the for you. But obviously, what a way to kickstart his third game of the season with the win, obviously having been with lots of pressure. People saying that he's going to be like another Dutch that came in at Crystal Palace, 3 games beaten without a win, and he was sacked out of Crystal Palace. Is he, what was the name of that Dutch guy? I've forgotten his name, but he came in here. He was really shown out of the exit door. And people are saying, we're starting to say that even Ten Hag is going to be like that. Obviously, Ten Hag has put in a shift today. The players have really come out and really showed that they are really ready to fight for the shirt. But I was told you in the match reaction that I'm not going to be carried away. I'm not going to be carried away. You get? I'm not going to be carried away. Obviously, the guy, Erik ten Hag, deserves credit, but obviously the changes that he made were so much crucial into this game of football. And we believe that when you get Scott McTominay out of that team and put in Casemiro, it's a different United team altogether. The midfield battle is obviously won every time, but we wanted the first half, but the second half, it really looked like United went to play a backline. Rock and David is my name. I'm here to bring you how Ten Hag reacted to United 2, Liverpool 1 onto the United Matters channel, and let's go eyes with what he said at first. He was asked about Bruno and Rafael Varane. He said, Bruno and Rafael Varane showed leadership today. Obviously, Bruno showed leadership today, but he was really good, but sometimes he lost it all. He really felt like he had to do everything for the team to win. That really costed him sometimes. He even dived, you get, but he was running all over the pitch. But there is something I'm missing about Bruno. I want to see Bruno get that ball and pass to the nearest partner or teammate he's seeing. I don't want to see him putting up Hollywood passes. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want him to be like Eriksson. Have you seen Eriksson, guys, today? He goes for the near teammate and he passes that teammate in. That's what Eriksson does. So to me, I really believe that Bruno and Rafael Varane have really had a very good game, especially Rafael Varane. To me, he's my man of the match. Obviously, if I happen to come in and do that level I promised you of the player ratings, obviously Rafael Varane is my man of the match. The way he really commanded that central defense, the command was really immense. That's why you see that when Maguire was away, Rafael Varane comes in. Every player in the back four played very well. Malacia was magnificent. Diego Dello, brilliant. Lisandro Martinez, fantastic. So that's what good leadership brings to you. And Erik ten Hag has said Bruno and Rafael Varane put up good leadership today. And obviously that really led us to winning. Then Erik ten Hag, he said we played fucking good football in the for you. Obviously, the way we played each and every time we got hold of that ball. Each and every player had that ball and felt like, all right, it's my chance and turn to hold up this ball and pass it. That's what the game of football is all about today. So I really believe that we played really good today, but we need to work so much onto the possession in there for you. That is a man who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag. And while on Sky Sport, remember, he always holds a post-match press conference at Sky Sports. Then he holds another one later when the game is done. He said, we have to be a team in good spirits, and that is what we saw today. I told them we have to act, not talk a lot. We have a battle, be brave. So when you look at a manager like him, he's really good, and he tamed these players. He shows them that when it's time for laughing, we laugh, and when it's time for work, it's absolutely time for work. And obviously, he told them that it's time to work. Let's not talk. We just have need to act, because we've lost 2 games. This is not Manchester United. This is not how we're supposed to be. Losing to Brighton, losing to Brentford, 4-0 moreover, them covering more distance than us. It's unacceptable at Manchester United. That's not a standard. We are below the standards of Manchester United, and the players really came on the pitch very brave and obviously played a very good game in there for you, and we won against Liverpool. Then Ten Hag said, we can talk about tactics, but it's all about attitude. There was communication, fighting spirit, and then you can see what they can achieve. Obviously, this quote has been put out with very many people outside there that hard work beats talent if talent doesn't really work hard. There is something I'm looking either for you that I want to let you know about. Where is it? Providing solutions. There is something I will wrote down that I want to let you know in the for you. Where is it? I have something I wrote that you guys should know in the for. It was all about the philosophy in there. It's all about the philosophy and I'll look for it, and when I really land on it, I'm going to come in here and really tell it to you in there for you. So that's Erik ten Hag, that if you have attitude and you put the fighting spirit on the field of play, you can really get results, especially against a team like Liverpool. And that's what United has gone ahead to go on and gather, because it looked like a heavy one to get, because, you know, when I was really doing the match build-up, I really said there is no way. I really believe we are going to go in here and really win this game. But obviously, Liverpool brought their fantastic three, Diaz, Salah, and Firmino. Obviously, they couldn't go past us. They never registered a shot on target that went through the back four. That's it. Even the goal they scored, it was a set piece. You get? So it shows you how good and beautiful we looked when playing Liverpool. That means that Maguire has been exposed as the loophole into that central defense of Manchester United. Then Ten Hag said, of course, we are happy. I know the rivalry against Liverpool. Don't just bring it against Liverpool. Bring this organization and intensity in every game. That's my commandant. That's my manager. That's Erik ten Hag. That the energy you've put up against Liverpool is the one you should put up against every opponent in the Premier League, and hence you'll back to winning ways, and no one is going to criticize you as players. You get? So the managers worked a lot on it and said, all right, let's get this to the levels of United going to the level of really getting better and better, and we have to carry this to the next other games, remaining games of the season. 35 games to go. If we put up such an intensity, we'll put ourselves in a better position of qualifying for the Champions League and maybe even go into the contention race of the title, because one man who is supposed to be really giving Man City a race, that is Liverpool, is lame. And you don't know when he's going to get back to where he's supposed to be, because he is really fighting for his life. He's having injuries. That's it. So if we put up this intensity against Southampton, obviously it's not always a good game when we go that side, but obviously we are going with a different team altogether. That's it. Then said tactically, you see where you can have weapons in the game. You see we have speed. Then Fernandes and Eriksen have a pass. Scott McTominay had a magnificent game. Obviously, Scott McTominay had a magnificent, but how many balls did he give away? He would have posted us a goal. But obviously, when you're having in a player like Casemiro, you get? Obviously, you expect Scott McTominay not to start, but the manager is telling us that Bruno has a pass on him, Eriksen has a pass on him, but Bruno really needs to work on his pass and the way he really gives us control of the game. So I really believe that we have weapons to kill off any team, but I think the chemistry, the relationship needs to build in more and more. That's why I won't be carried away until I see these patterns, the triangles, the passes, the runs, the intensity, the passing, the high-line play be on for the next 10 games. You get? Even if we lose, but how do we lose? We have to lose respectively. Look at the game of Man City and Newcastle yesterday. If it is Manchester United, can we really get back in the game like how Newcastle got back? That's what I want to see at Manchester United. We need to be having that never say die attitude, and it has to be present in all the United players. Ten Hag again said, we want to bring the right players in the window. The window is not closed, and you see you need not only numbers but quality. Obviously, quality is needed at Manchester United. Trust me. If you are to bring in players, they have to be having the right attitude, the right character, and obviously the quality. Like Casemiro. If you bring in Casemiro, you bring in Frankie de Jong, Those are players with the right quality you're bringing in the club of Manchester United that are going to be here to really lead us to the next step of the game. So I really believe that we need to go in, however much you are making it late because of the Glazers, and that's the reason as why you are calling them out. Obviously, we need to see them get out of this club immediately, but we need to sign in players with the right quality in here onto the United Matters channel, as I will bring you the reaction to what Erik ten Hag said after the game. Ten Hag on Lisandro Martinez: for a defender, his technical skills are quite good and his fighting spirit is there. And also his positioning and his battling, also aerially. He is not the tallest, but he has good timing. Now, today, I really made a tweet that today Lisandro Martinez has really sat down all those people that are saying that he's not good in the air. He's 5.8 meters tall. He's not fit for the Premier League. Sit down. Sit down. Lisandro Martinez has sat down all the haters that he's good in the air. He has won L duels. He has really won ground duels. He has put his body on the line, and he saved United with the command of Rafael Varane. The defense was really on point, and I really believe that we have a central defensive partnership that is going to be one of the best in the league. That's it. That's it. And even if Rafael Varane gets an injury, let us get in Lindelof. Let's not bring in Harry Maguire. If at all Harry Maguire was that defense man, we would have lost lots of things. But Lisandro Martinez is really a technical defender. He has a very good fighting spirit, and him being short, his aerial ability and aerial prowess is not doubted. So that's what the manager has really said about him, that he's really a good defender, and his technical skills, obviously, the way he's comfortable on the ball is something else that we need to talk about till kingdom come. Obviously, on Rafael Varane, he has said Rafael Varane has it in trophies with Casemiro, and another one with Ronaldo has it. You need some guidance for young players who haven't achieved this until now, as that is what we want to achieve with trophies. He has hit directly to where I want to go. Obviously, he's not saying that we're going to win trophies, but obviously he's putting it and setting the record straight that we are where we are because we want to go to the next level. And to go to the next level, you need Rafael Varane, Casemiro, and Ronaldo. These people have won Champions League trophies. They've won it at the world stage, like Rafael Varane is a World Cup winner. Ronaldo has won very many. He has Premier League titles. He has the Euros 2016. So he has played in very many finals and really put up to the level that's expected to be. So I really believe that with the addition of Casemiro, you add quality and experience that these young players at United need to look at and say, all right, let's be there for you. And I really believe that for the very first time, the clique of the English people has been overpowered. That's it. To me, I really believe that Rashford is going to shift from Harry Maguire to go to this clique, because this clique is full of superstars and they perform on the peak. Ronaldo, Casemiro, David De Gea, Rafael Varane, you get Bruno Fernandes, Antoine Martial. This clique is going to be the strongest in the dressing room, and obviously Frankie de Jong comes in through, oh my God, Anthony in. Obviously, the Maguire clique is going to be overpowered, and each and every time they go out in the media and speak, all really leak stories from the dressing room, no one is going to be listening to them because the team is going to be playing very well, and Ten Hag is doing a very good job. And him being a disciplinarian, he is really holding this to the levels we expect them to be. So we expect United to go on and really perform more and more better in these games of football. Then, about Lisandro Martinez and Malacia, they performed really well and defended tough. They had composure, which is one aspect we need to improve on. When we bring a little more extra passing, we can hurt the opponent even more. But tonight, I'm satisfied with this. Obviously, no manager wouldn't be satisfied with the win after going down and having 2 losses to teams you're not supposed to be losing to. With the criticism in the media, Ten Hag stayed focused, and before this game he really told us that obviously I'm here to see to it that this team lifts its spirits up. Let's fight. This is what he said. Even if we've not yet bought in the players that we want, we are far much better than this. You get? This is what he said. That is Erik ten Hag. He said that we are far much better than this, and we should go up and really show up the spirit against Brentford and Brighton. he confirmed to us that we shouldn't be losing to these teams. We shouldn't be losing to these teams because these players that are here are better than the players they're having. Why are we losing? So the players put in a shift, and it's talked about the tough defending of Malacia and Lisandro Martinez. Talking about Malacia, did you see how this guy marked Mo Salah out of the game completely? He marked him out of the game completely. That's the intensity of this player, and that's the heart of a warrior that you want. So this is very much good at United. I really believe people understand what Malacia has put up. Luke Shaw has to put in a shift times a million times to get Malacia from his position, because Malacia has made a commanding performance today that this position is mine. And against Liverpool, if he has played like that, against Southampton, I expect him to play better and even go in and create chances. Pressure is going to mount on Luke Shaw. I saw him really trying to whisper to Harry Maguire on the bench, and obviously he had to, because by then United was leading by 2-0, and the players, Rafael Varane playing into the place of Varane, was really playing very well. Malacia playing in Luke Shaw's position was really well. I really believe that was telling him, don't you think our positions are gone? Don't you think our positions are gone? You get? So this is what we love about competition, and that's why I want players like Anthony in. When Anthony comes in through, that means even Sancho will go on and really put in a performance. Cody Gakpo, if at all he performs very well, obviously, then Rashford will lift himself up. So that's what I really want, and the manager is really so much focused on achieving that. Then Ten Hag again was asked on Casemiro. He said, Casemiro, Varane and Ronaldo, I hope their presence will be a huge stimulation to the rest, obviously to lift them up. And he said, it makes me happy that Rashford and Sancho got the goals. Obviously, when you have players like Sancho and Rashford, Sancho came in from Borussia Dortmund, one of the best in the world. You know that very well, top class player. Comes in at United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer benches him. He was fighting to get back to his form, and guess what? Ralf Rangnick gets him into the team. He tries to really score in some good goals in the FOU, but obviously he had not yet hit the ground running. Even the two games we played against Brighton and Brentford, Sancho was really lacking, but today scoring that goal really gives him more confidence when you're going into games of Southampton, Leicester City, and then Arsenal. So even Rashford, missing 3 chances against Brighton that would have really put in the back of the net, really gives him confidence to score against Liverpool, because his esteem is now up. So that's why the manager is happy, because this is building the confidence of his players, and he knows that in the game of Southampton, they're really going to be going, and they're going to be playing on a different level altogether at the pitch at St. Mary's Stadium in there for you. So that's what the manager is really saying. And he said United stands for winning, and we didn't do that in the first 2 games for certain reasons. United are known for excuses. We have to win. The standards we have to bring onto the pitch every game. This is it. The minimum standard of United is winning. Losing is not even an option. You get? You have to fight until the last minute. The manager has stipulated it out very well. And I think he sat these players down and told them, guys, we are not here to play. Look at the amount of money you are earning. Because the best way you can portray this picture, or paint this picture to these players of United, you get in the salaries of Man City players, you get, and those of Manchester United. Then, I think I've even took it further. After losing to Brighton and Brentford, you get the salaries of those players and put them there, and you ask every player, how much do you earn? Because when you look at the salary of Ronaldo only, I think it can pay close to very many Brentford players. The same applies to Brighton. They don't pay very many wages. So our standard at Manchester United is winning. That is the minimum standard. We don't expect excuses at Manchester United, and the managers come out and really portrayed it out there to the media that our standards are winning. We shouldn't be losing, and we shouldn't play second fiddle. Every player that puts on that shirt of United should go onto that field knowing that he has gone on a battlefield to fight. We have to return back with a victory. We are not losers. We are winners. Standards are high at United. They are already set high by Paul Scholes, Eric Cantona, Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo, Vidic, Carrick. You see, that's the spirit we need at Manchester United. So even Ten Hag told us that we have given so much energy. We need players in the squad who can make that happen. We have a lot of games and we need to give players a break. So he has hinted on resting players. Let's see how his rotation is going to be, especially in the Premier League, because it's a different kind of game altogether. He's having a very huge squad. I don't know how he's going to keep most of them happy, but obviously he is the manager and he knows what to do, because we are playing in the UEFA Europa League on Thursday, Premier League, FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. I really believe that if at all Erik ten Hag can go in and really win a UEFA Europa League and maybe an FA Cup, it will be a very good start to kickstart his career at Manchester United and to announce his arrival in the first season of Manchester United, to give him confidence such that the board can get him the levels that he wants to be on. And secondly, the Glazers are supposed to be out. They're supposed to be out. Let's not really condense this. Guys, let's make it heated up than never before. Then, Erik ten Hag, when asked how he feels bringing in the world's best defensive midfielder Casemiro, he said, yes, he is when you see the stats. We are really happy with that. We don't want to sign any player. We want to sign the right players. That's it. So, Casemiro was there in the stands watching, and tomorrow I think he's going to train with United. The tweet is going to come there in the next 1 or 2 minutes, and the manager has confirmed that he's training with us. So obviously he's really a very good addition to the club, and obviously we are happy and we can't wait to see him put up the same stats he has been putting up at Real Madrid, at United, because that's the position we've been lacking a lot of composure and a lot of quality in. And obviously, as the manager is telling us that we have to sign the right player, obviously we've brought in the right player to play into that position. Now, Bein Sports has told us that Ten Hag on Casemiro is close to playing. He said tomorrow is the first day in training. Then we will see how far he is. But I'm sure he will be quickly into the team. Obviously, he's going to be quickly in the team because he played a full preseason with Real Madrid. He played some minutes in their opening game where they won by 2 goals to 1, I think. And he is much fit. And he's better than what you've got. Playing a Scott McTominay who is 100% fit, I rather play a Casemiro who is 70% fit. But obviously, Casemiro is already fit. He was in the preseason. He has been training, and he's really full fit to play for United. And I know tomorrow in training he's going to train with United, and then later everything will go on as planned in the for you. Then Ten Hag said, when we press this way, it's difficult for opponents to get out and play their football. When you win the ball, you can get in behind, dribble behind, make combinations, and it makes football fun for them, obviously. So that is what the ideal philosophy of Ten Hag is all about. You press the opponent, you make it hard for them to play, and when you win the ball, you get in behind them. You get? So that's what he really said about our press. Then you dribble behind them and you cause trouble, and when you cause trouble, obviously they won't like that. No defender wants to be defending looking into his goal. That's the worst moment every defender would really think of to be in. So to me, I really believe that it's always fun to be playing with that system. And I can't wait when this entire squad of United really gets into application of the real Ten Hag style. I can't wait, guys. I can't wait to see if these players have really put up the spirit and the fight that Ten Hag really deserves them to play, and the style of football that we know Ten Hag really coaches. Then he said, I hope now that the players understand the basis of the team, fighting spirit. Obviously, this is something we've been always complaining about, especially last season when we lost those games against Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Brighton, Crystal Palace. Very many teams we lost to, guys. But the big question was, have we put in the fight? Obviously, most of the players were not putting in the fight. And he has said, Erik ten Hag, as he summed up his reaction to United to Liverpool 1, that he hopes the players now understand that the basis of this team is fighting spirit. Obviously, they've ran more than Liverpool. They've created more than Liverpool. They've fought more than Liverpool. And obviously, that calls for an obvious win. If you put that in and you combine it with the talent and quality you have, obviously, it's a win for United. And today, we've won our first game. And obviously, tomorrow, I'm going to bring you the 5 things we learned from United 2, Liverpool 1. And maybe lots of things to discuss about. Frankie de Jong has liked the post of Casemiro And do you know what it means? A Madrid player liking a post. Sorry, a Barcelona player liking a post of a player who was at Madrid. Do you know what that means? What a huge signal that maybe even Frankie de Jong will join Manchester United in the near future. I go by the names of Rock and David, guys. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for watching in. Keep subscribing, guys, and smash the like button. Let's hit 6,000 subscribers before the end of today. And I know we will go ahead and really go to the 7,000 mark at the end of this week. I sign out for now. See you later. Time for prayers in there for you, and may Almighty God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. After prayers, I'm coming back with my player ratings. It's going to be a live video close to 1 hour long. So guys, endeavor to join me up as we discuss Manchester United. I'm out.